Hey, it's Anna from Demented Squirrel Crafts, and this is a quick video about an exhibition on vinyl toys I attended today at Comcel 81 in Barcelona. Super cool little coffee art space, really good does workshops and stuff like that. And as part of it, they work a lot with vinyl toys and creature creations and stuff with polymer clay. So it was a lovely little exhibition to attend. So this is a bit of a rundown of what I looked at and stuff. Big thanks to all my Patreons who keep me going. So this is Expo Toys Barcelona 2020. This is a lot of local artists who work with vinyl toys and polymer clay and vinyl creations and customization and, you know, items that don't really fit into other categories. So here's a video of the classes that they run at Comcel by some of these vinyl toy artists. So you can see some work there by Car Creatures. There's some sculpting. There's some Pussy Toys. There's some Omni Toys. This is one of the main bits of the exhibition. So the middle figure, the one in white, they gave several versions to a variety of artists to do their own take on this toy. And so this is their interpretation of what this toy represents. So there was some nice outcomes. I'm a big fan of the Pigeon. So this is the list of the artists who took part. So this is a bit more detailed. So you've got the NASA deep sea diver. You've got, you know, the jewels and unicorn version. Then you've got a little spaceman, so peaceful. Then you've got an eldritch horror, and then you've got a deformed kind of pigeon going on. So, you know, it's all the different takes on the same little model. And then this is the table next to it. This is Lego. I'm not sure the character. This is Robo Ape, which reminds me of Gorillaz, the band. Really cool, like his facial expression a lot. And this is the cheese board by Car Creatures. Really cool local artist here in Barcelona. Works with polymer clay. Does classes here in polymer clay. So you can see the size. That's why my hand is there. But yeah, he's big into zombies and that sort of thing. It's really kind of cool. I'm a big fan. So it gives you kind of an idea of size. And then this is, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Chupata Negra is a local graffiti artist that's really famous. Been around since, I think, early 80s. That's a 3D version of his tag, I suppose. That looks like a real life version of the little vinyl toy that was sent out. Like, this would be a real life representation of it. It's kind of really cool. And then this was interesting. I think it's clear acrylic cut and then put together with a misted black, but those were some cool display pieces. And then these were the pieces that were in the display cabinet. So, you know, you have to put up with my crappy videoing, but you can see like all sorts of different toys. There's a Virgin Mary McDonald's, there's Pinocchio with a growing penis rather than a nose, there's a cool little pink cat toy, really cool like vinyl toy that's kind of like a Japanese robot kind of thing. That green and pink robot was so clean. The painting on it was so clean. So some of these are like original characters. Some of these are vinyl toys that have been repainted. Some of them are vinyl toys that have been customized and then painted. You know, the styles were completely different. Like this little star, the smoke ring that went around it was iridescent. And so, you know, there were some really good pieces there. And, you know, unfortunately, space is limited, so trying to get good pictures and seeing through everything is pretty hard, but there's some really nice pieces in there. And then this was the end with the Pinocchio Darth Vader and the little duck with the face. And then this skeleton creature kind of caricature, which was really, really good, but really hard to get a good photo of it because the skull that was inside was super detailed. So it was a really nice exhibition, completely different styles. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of the names of the artists and that sort of information. So these are my favorites. This is a vegetarian Dracula eating a piece of apple. You can see his little teeth marks. It was really nicely painted. It was really fun. I liked all the little extra details going into what was there, and it's just a fun little thing. It's just a little character. But you know, you wouldn't notice the details until you thought about how a vampire would eat an apple. You know, it'd just have 2 little bite marks. So obviously car creatures, you know, the cheese board. One day I will have one for my husband who loves cheese. So, but the detail he does with his polymer clay pieces, I mean, if you go to his Instagram, he has like a whole set on Harry Potter, he's got a whole set on Tim Burton, he's got original characters, he does a whole set of like fast foods, he does a whole set of plants, like he does so many little characters or versions of characters that are all made, but they are so distinct to him, like his style. I can tell you if it's one of his or somebody else's. So it's quite impressive. His work is really good. So I'm a big fan. I love the face on this character. I wasn't sure who made it, but the face and the eyes, I think it's super cool. Could totally make up stories about this is him feeling moon rays or something. But I think it was nice that the original figurine was like a deep sea diver, and then this guy took it and made it into a space astronaut instead. So, you know, that was an interesting diversion, you know, different point of view on it. And behind you can see the person who made it into a little girl. Now this is the Pigeon. The Pigeon was awesome. It was the most modified version of the character to start with, and it was really well painted. But it was kind of in that quite freaky way of, you know, it's got a human, 2 human hands, and then a human foot, but then a pigeon foot, and then a pigeon head, and giant eyeballs, and the painting was perfect for a pigeon. The pigeon colors, it was really good, but it was slightly scary. So, you know, that would be my favorite, I think, for modification. Again, the star, you can see the iridescent paint showing up behind it, so it was really good. It was like an interactive piece, as if you had caught the star, because you can see the damage, and it's quite big. I mean, that piece was bigger than my hand, so, you know, I really enjoyed seeing how people did different ways and painted them differently. Like, you couldn't ever say that one piece was the same as the next piece. It was really good. A soft cat. I like this cat, and then the sort of Minecraft pig behind it. It was quite a juxtaposition. But this one, I really love the colors. I love the expression on the cat. It was just really fun, and like it's right next to like super gory alien monster things, and then there's this like kawaii cat. It was really quite cool. And this is my favorite, but this is because this is something I like personally, is like quite plain. But this was completely matte, painted completely matte, except for the eyeballs, and the eyeballs were shiny. So it kind of gave like a slime monster, alien kind of effect. So it was really cool. Now, this cafe was full of artwork, from books to totes to paintings on the wall to lithographs to embroidery to posters you could take away. It was super, super cool. I could have quite easily sat there and had many coffees, because their coffee was really good and decently priced, and they had teas. They had run out of chocolate chip cookies by the time I got there. So, but such lovely people, and I will be back. It's super, super nice. So yeah, so this is, you know, it was a good exhibition. It was nice. It was nice to see all the different styles. It was nice to know, oh, I recognize some of the images and I recognize some of the places. I'm sure if I went on the website, I would get more information about who each artist was, and I probably should do that. But this is just a really basic recording of, hey, I went to this super cool thing. The pieces were really good. You know, not all of it's my style, but, you know, it was nice to have something different in Barcelona. It was nice to see something different. And for me, it was a really well spent Saturday morning doing art things, which is really important these days. So here you go. my opinion on a really cool exhibition in Barcelona. It's on till the end of October. So check out their Instagrams and websites and see the artist and go and see it, because honestly, photos do it no justice, and my really bad videos definitely don't do it justice. So go and see this exhibition. So thanks for watching.